Speaking slowly so you can understand. Just a couple of teachers just doing a thing. Speaking slowly so you can understand. Just a couple of teachers just doing a thing. Gonna give you that English nice and slow. Gonna give it to you nice and slow. Gonna give you that English nice and slow. Gonna give it to you nice and slow. Gonna give it to you.
Ooh. Giving it to you slow. Ooh.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Hello, Rich.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Me too. Me too.
Today is November 5th.
It is. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, November 5th, what does that mean?
I think it means a certain election.
The American
Presidential.
presidential election
Yes.
is happening today.
Yes. Well, we're a little bit ahead. But yes, on the 5th.
You know, one time my grandpa was doing business in Japan.
Uh-huh.
He was a businessman working for a lumber company
Interesting.
selling Canadian lumber,
Right.
wood,
Right.
all around the world.
That's kind of cool.
Yep, he traveled all around the world
Right.
in the 1960s and 70s especially,
Right.
and made big deals with,
Construction companies,
construction
whatnot.
companies, et cetera, for Canadian lumber.
That's kind of cool.
And he said that he loved doing business in Japan.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. He made lifelong friends with some of his,
Business partners.
like business partner, like that company doing business with our company.
Right.
And they always met and
Right. Right.
talked and drank and made deals or whatever.
Right.
And he said the first time he came to Japan, he was very confused
Why is that?
because everyone was very excited about a huge erection.
Sounds like you're talking about me.
Yeah, he said there is a big traffic jam because huge erection.
Erection, eh?
And everybody very excited for a big erection.
I'm going to let you explain that one.
It took him a while
Yeah.
because he wasn't used to Japanese English pronunciation.
Right.
To realize they were talking about an election.
Election, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like the huge erection
Erection.
happening in America today.
Today, yeah.
Yeah. America will decide their next leader.
Indeed.
Yeah. And it seems like these days, maybe more than in the past, people seem very divided.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think that happened? Why do you think people are so much more,
Divisive.
like so much less
Willing to compromise.
to talk to the other side
God, I hate
and
it.
understand each other? They kind of choose their side and they're just like, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
to the other side.
I'm going to admit that has been getting me down in the past month and a half.
It's been a bit depressing
Yeah.
to see all the
Yeah.
stuff on the social media, and it seems like you see so much stuff where it's just like the other side
Right.
is evil.
I know. I don't get it.
Right.
Like talking to my family and friends in the States and a few people here. Yeah, I just don't get why people are unwilling to compromise, and why do people feel like they're right and the other side's wrong and the world's going to end if the other side wins.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And it seems like that really is the rhetoric.
Right.
How do you explain a rhetoric? The meaning behind the
Yeah.
words, or
Yeah. The way you talk.
the feeling behind
Yeah.
what you're saying. the
Yeah, I don't
rhetoric.
get it. I don't
It's
get it.
like, this is going to be the end of the world.
Right,
if
right.
the other team wins.
Right. Right. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I can't answer why, but it's definitely a current phenomenon. And I think maybe it could be due to social media. I know that's like
It's definitely a little bit
Yeah.
to do with social media, but I think it's because regular television news
Right.
and the news that we used to trust in the past
right.
has completely sold out.
Right.
They've proved that they don't care about the
Right.
truth.
Right.
And when you know that they're not telling you the truth, then you can't trust them anymore.
Right.
So the only place to get news then is social media.
Right.
Right.
And I might overgeneralize here, but I don't believe there's news anymore. There's opinions.
Opinions.
Like any news source from anywhere, they don't say what happened. They tell you if it's bad or good.
Right.
Like
They're not just telling you the facts.
Right.
They're telling you this is bad or
Right.
this is good
right.
and trying to decide for you
Yeah. Yeah.
rather than just telling you the facts and you decide.
Right.
Everything is opinionated
Right. And
these days.
and you can't just say something that like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have to have that, like, this is how it is.
Do you think that's because they need clicks? Like they need to make headlines that will make people want to click on it, so they have to say something so strong that it makes someone feel like, I need to see what this article says.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that's part of it.
it's clickbait,
Right,
as they call it.
Yeah. Obviously, we don't live in our home countries, but I just get the impression that people in general are unwilling to compromise. It's my way or the highway.
And I think that's because when you go on social media, you're shown
What you love.
or what you love or what you hate.
Right.
And so you get into this bubble
Right.
that's specifically made for you.
Right.
So you don't see other people's bubbles.
Right.
You just see your own bubble.
Right.
And it makes you think, oh, everything must be like this.
Right.
Because that's what you see.
Right.
And we call that an echo chamber.
Right. Right. Absolutely. And
You just hear, it's like an echo.
and
Everyone's saying the same thing.
I also think that you and I living abroad have a different way of living because we meet so many new people from foreign countries and we're constantly challenged
Yeah, we're
socially.
outside of the
Yeah,
system.
we have no bubble. Like, we're not just like, we graduated high school, we went to university, we've had the same friends for 35 years. We're constantly meeting new people, so we have to always accept new ways of thinking.
Right.
Where if we had lived in the States, we would just have the same set of
escaped
friends.
the bubble.
We did. And I that's what was getting me down in the last couple months, because I just realized, like, all of the people in America that I talk to, not all Americans, they're just in a bubble. Like, they don't ever get a different point of view from a new person.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that helps to keep an open mind if
Right.
you live abroad.
Right. And it helps you to not be so solidified in your ways.
I guess so. Are you worried about what might happen?
Yes.
No matter which way
Yes.
the election goes, it seems like the other side is
Yes.
going to be crazy.
That's what's getting me down.
Yeah.
One of the things. Yeah.
One of the things.
Yeah, I just feel like no matter what, there's going to be probably very bad protests, possible gun violence from either side, whomever.
Do you think maybe that's just a part of the bubble?
it could? Yeah,
Like
I
you're,
do.
you're made to think that it's going to be so terrible if one side
Yes.
or the other wins or loses, that maybe it actually won't be.
I actually 100% agree with what you just said because, I mean, America's not just America, but like I'm American, right? So, like nothing really bad did happen. There's no coup.
Not like Venezuela.
Yeah,
or
there was no
Right.
economic meltdown.
Right.
There was no like war. There was no like troops in the forest attacking the city. Like nothing really bad happens.
Right, but it seems like the social media or
right.
media kind of wants to make you think that's gonna
Yeah,
happen,
and
right?
that's what gets me down.
That's so annoying.
yeah, like that's what's getting me down.
You know, one thing I really like that Trump did
Uh-huh.
is he went on 3 or 4 different long form podcasts
Yes.
where he talked for like 2 or 3 hours
Right.
in a conversation style.
He did.
I really wish Kamala did it
yeah,
in the same way.
I do too.
She didn't do anything
No.
like that. She stayed very little kind of
Right.
safe and
Right.
always.
Soundbite.
It seems like her party is afraid of that she might say something.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could hear her speak for 3 hours
Right.
in a conversation style
Yeah, I do too.
with someone who is,
just normal.
or even if they're leaning a little on her side,
Right.
like someone who's not totally on her side.
Right.
Just like someone who's a normal person.
Right.
Yeah. I wish she had done that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Kind of a
agreed.
bummer that
It is.
she didn't, because after Trump did it, she said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna try and do that.
Right. We'll just do
Oh,
it then.
the schedule didn't work out," and then she didn't do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
That is a bummer.
Yeah. Just speaking about media, there is one kind of news that I do kind of trust.
Okay, which is?
Financial
Yeah.
economist kind of programs
Right.
like the Wall Street Journal.
Right.
I find that their reporting is very factual
Yep.
because the people who listen to those like economic or financial news,
Right.
they need to know the facts.
Right.
Because they're making decisions
Right.
about investing.
Right.
So if you tell them lies,
Right.
then you're going to lose all your customers.
Right. No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think WSJ, Wall Street Journal,
Right.
that's like the only main, what do you call it? Like big media company that I ever listen to, because they're all just shit.
I listen to
Fox,
The Economist.
CNN. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The Economist. Right.
Yeah.
Economic based news
Right.
is all about facts.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
What's that phrase? Money talks and bullshit walks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money talks,
Yeah.
bullshit
Yeah.
walks.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree with you. I listen to the Economist podcast because it just seems
It's the only way to get the truth. Is
Yeah.
To listen to. And even though I'm not interested in investing
right.
in a lot of the things they're reporting on,
Right.
but I find it's like the only place to hear the truth without opinions.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Like it's not, even if you can sense a bias, it's like they own up to it kind of thing.
Yes.
You know, it's like, hey, this is just what we are, but we're not trying to obfuscate the facts. Like we just are telling it how we feel.
Obfuscate, meaning make it less clear.
Yes. Yes.
Try and hide the fact.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's part of what scares me when you asked me, like, do I worry? Like, yes, I do worry because people tend to live in their bubble,
Right.
you know?
Right. Yeah. But it's really hard to know how bad it will be
Well,
because we're talking about 24 hours from now.
right. There will be a new president.
Yes.
Yes.
And maybe it's just a bunch of, overly strong rhetoric.
Yeah, I think that is 99% true.
Right.
I mean,
And
the
it's
vast
people aren't actually going to.
the vast majority of people love their mom, eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
Right.
and just want to.
People are much more
Watch Netflix.
similar
Yeah.
than they realize.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's like, hey, I want a safe place for
Yeah.
my kids to
Yeah.
grow up, just like you.
That new series on Netflix, let's watch it.
Right.
You know, like,
We all love Game of Thrones
Yeah.
or whatever.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I say I fear, it's like I don't fear for anybody I know getting hurt. I just fear for
The future.
just there's going to be so much passion and it's going to be so negative. And I'm like, why don't we just focus on, okay, maybe I don't agree with Kamala or agree with Trump, but I have to live with the fact that one of them is going to be the president. And let's talk about how we can work together,
Right.
not fight the other side
Right.
because they're wrong. You know, I mean,
Right.
it's just, that's just not how you live. Like, imagine if you lived like that with your family, your wife. It would be like divorce within a week.
Yeah.
You know,
You have to compromise.
you have to deal with it. Like, I don't like the way she's doing that, but okay.
Yeah. People need to be a little more accepting
Yeah.
of
And
other people's opinions.
and realize all the great things you do have.
And you can always just agree to disagree.
Yeah, right?
You know,
Right?
you don't have to agree with everyone about
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. And
That's what makes the world great. Is
Right.
that everyone has different opinions and ideas.
I think what gets me is like the illogical idea that like everything has to go your way. And if it doesn't, you're almost pouting.
Pouting, meaning like
Yeah.
complaining.
Yeah. Like just get on with it.
Oh, you mean people on social media seem to want everything to go exactly their well, and I think that's because of the bubbles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, if every side of politics expects everything to go their way 100% of the time, nothing will ever work.
Yeah.
You know?
So guys,
Yeah. Sorry, a little bit too serious.
listen to each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
left, right, we're all the same.
Well, we are all the same. We have so many more similar things.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's constantly my way of thinking is like, what do we have in common?
We don't have to agree about everything.
we don't.
We can have conversations.
Right.
Like Ben.
Yeah.
Ben has some wild ideas.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
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 Still my good friend.
Yeah. We've had a lot of
Disagreements.
disagreements and arguments
Yeah.
about political kind
Yeah.
of things.
And have we ever not met each other the next day?
No, we don't care.
We don't care.
So what?
Yeah.
If he thinks that and I
Yeah.
think this.
Yeah.
We can argue about it, but it
Right.
doesn't mean we're not going to
No.
be friends.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it makes you better friends.
Oh yeah. Because I love the challenge.
Yeah.
I love the challenge of someone telling me you're wrong and listening why, and maybe I was like I'm hopefully I'm humble enough to say like I could be wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You know, like
And that's the thing. I think most people just want to stick their stick
Yeah.
in the ground. and
Right.
say, no,
right. Like
I'm right.
like
It's like,
Abe-
well, are you sure you're right? Because you might be wrong.
you're wrong.
I might be
Hormone is
wrong, too.
delicious.
Like, let's see here. Let's,
Yeah, no, right. Like suss out the situation and
yeah.
get it out there.
I think it's very respectable
Yeah.
when someone says, maybe I am wrong about that.
Yeah. Or the reverse and going like, you know what? I don't agree with you, but I can see your point of
see your
view.
point. But I disagree.
But I still disagree. Like hormone.
Yeah, hormone. You like eating your hormone, and I like making whores moan.
Well then,
Oops.
your erection.
Might have to cut that. Yeah, My huge erection makes the horse moan. Oh, dirty dog stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
I just thought maybe it would be fun to touch on this topic, even though it's not a fun topic.
No, it's not, but it's something that's interesting.
Something happening in the world
Right.
now.
Yeah. Some of the podcasts I listened to made the observation that this year is or was the most amount of elections for countries' leaders like ever. Because there was like India, Britain, America, and many.
Oh, so there's a lot of countries that are having huge erections this year.
Something ridiculous, like half the world's population elected leaders this year. Something
Interesting.
ridiculous like that. I might be a little bit off.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's make this one short and sweet.
Sure.
Hopefully, the transition of power to whoever the next leader of your country is civilized,
Yes.
smooth,
Yes.
and peaceful.
And respectful. And I also hope the other side willingly concedes.
Yeah, not this like, oh, they cheated
Right.
or
Right.
yeah,
Because that just muddles the whole system.
right.
Just look, if you lost,
If you lost,
you lost.
you lost.
You lost.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
we will be back next week.
Pleasure was all mine.
See you soon,
See
guys.
you soon. Bye bye.